Hey, this is pretty fascinating. Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner have now both been subpoenaed by Jack Smith, who's investigating, heading up the federal investigation into Trump. And now Jared Kushner, Ivanka Trump are involved in this. Take a look.
The special counsel investigating Donald Trump's efforts to overturn the 2020 election has subpoenaed both Ivanka Trump and her husband, Jared Kushner. That's according to the New York Times. The Times' Maggie Haberman broke the story. She joins us now. Maggie, tell us about these subpoenas.
Sure, Jake. So as we understand it, it is for both Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump. It is to testify before a grand jury in connection with the January 6th investigation, which encompasses not just the riot at the Capitol by a pro-Trump mob on January 6, 2021, but also Trump's efforts to stay in office.
The special counsel investigating.
So we will see what comes of that. But Ivanka Trump is someone who, and Jared Kushner, absolutely did not believe the lies that their dad was telling. And so to get some information out of them would be so helpful from the perspective of someone who was very close to Trump, obviously, son-in-law and daughter, and both involved in the administration. But we're observing this from the perspective of understanding it to be based on lies. Trump's attempts to stay in power, causing January 6th with all those lies. And I want to highlight this now. And I'm going to try to, every single time we talk about Trump's claims that the 2020 election was stolen, that his team, before January 6th, after the election, hired researchers to look into 6 states. I think during my original coverage I said 5. It's 6 states and their election results that they thought were stolen. And they asked these researchers to find evidence, and were hoping it would find evidence of the things they were claiming, that the election was stolen from Trump and dead voters voted and all these different things. The researchers came back to them and said, not true. That's not the case. They didn't say it this way, but what was proven through the investigation, that even the Trump teams or the researchers the Trump team enlisted to do this analysis gave Trump the understanding, or should have, that he was lying the whole time, and he continued forward with those lies. And so that is one of the many reasons that this investigation is so necessary, because we had a president who lost an election, as I've walked through a million times, but will continue to because it is so important, and attempted to stay president, attempted a non-military coup, and the whole time knew it was based on lies. It wasn't because he was deeply misled and thus did unjustified actions. He did unjustified actions, horrible actions, democracy-threatening actions, and knew he was lying about his justification for those things. It's pretty stunning. Just quickly here from the New York Times to round this out, former President Donald J. Trump's daughter Ivanka and his son-in-law Jared Kushner have been subpoenaed by the special counsel to testify before a federal grand jury about Mr. Trump's efforts to stay in power after he lost the 2020 election and his role in a pro-Trump mob's attack on the Capitol on January 6, 2021. According to 2 people briefed on the matter, the decision by the special counsel Jack Smith to subpoena Ms. Trump and Mr. Kushner underscores how deeply into Mr. Trump's inner circle Mr. Smith is reaching, and is the latest sign that no potential high-level witness is off limits. I hope that's the case, and I hope Trump will eventually, even though it's been a long process, will be held accountable. You may have heard, guys, that from other progressive shows like mine that you're watching, that you're familiar with, that YouTube is making it incredibly difficult for independent shows, and the ones I'm familiar with are also progressive shows, to succeed. And because of that, I ask with every fiber of my being for you to go ahead and subscribe, and share it. If you like the show, share it with people that you think would also like it. Luckily, our show's still growing, which is wonderful, at a pretty rapid pace, which I'm very grateful for. But each person makes a difference, and each person who subscribes makes a difference. So please hit the subscribe button, and you'll put a little bit of joy into my heart. Much more to talk about right after this. Thank you so much for watching. If you want to be a part of what makes this show possible, plus get access to the full video version of the show hours before all the clips are uploaded to YouTube, plus get the full bonus show every single Saturday, you can do so by going to patreon.com/Luke Beasley. That's patreon.com/Luke Beasley. Link in the description.